So what's up, you guys? So, figured I'd let you guys tune in what's going through my headspace today. So, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's an Australian YouTuber who fights against the just stupid government BS they have to deal with there on a daily basis, named Friendly Jordies, aka Friendly Jordies. And he has recently had a firebomb thrown on his house. His entire house was burned down last night and / yesterday, and depending on when you're seeing this. And I figure, like, you guys need to know about that stuff. Look into this. This is the type of stuff that happens to, like, really famous viral YouTubers, you know, like, really makes you think. It's like, you know, like, you can really, really have issues, especially when you get bigger, especially, like, as you'll see in the video footage. It wasn't even like he was doxxed by, like, a person, like, off of the YouTube itself. It was, he caused so much issues and so much things that he was listed in the local news broadcast. And the local news broadcast freaked out and gave his actual address. The next thing you know, his place has been firebombed. He said, sadly, that he's thinking about like taking a break from YouTube and doing the uploads for a while. Thankfully, him and his significant other are safe. They were away at the time and aren't burned up. But yeah, please watch the footage and check it out, because yeah, this is insane. It's the type of stuff that people have to deal with on a daily basis, and I'm so glad that, like, I've never had to, and, like, hope he and everybody's okay. Yeah, Friendly Jordies, y'all.
In case you haven't heard, and the press did everything that they possibly could to make sure that you know exactly where I live.
Here on Wilga Street, because of who lives here out the back, YouTuber and political comedian Jordan Shanks.
Thank you very much, you vultures. My house was burned down to some degree. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet because I just came back from a tour. So we're going to go now and look at the damage. But yeah, it looks like it was some heavy hitters. There's obviously a few suspects that I might be divulging in a press conference soon. And let's see how much those sacks of sorry vermin let go to the news. Because so far their story has been, with so many enemies and so many people hating him, it's a wonder that this hasn't happened sooner. Oh, okay, so you wish death on me. Thanks so much.
Police admit, given Shanks' controversial videos posted online, there may be a long list of people who have issues with him.
Obviously, we've done some extremely dangerous reporting over the last year, I suppose, of a bunch of extremely powerful people and corporations. There is many people that would want to do that. I obviously can't say who I suspect it is, but I do have like a short list in my head of who I think would have done it. I would hope that the New South Wales strike force that is supposedly set up for fixated people and terrorists would be looking into this instead of a comedian and his team for 6 months straight at the whim of a previous premier that all of you defended for his last 10 years. And then when he came out, and even after all the New York stuff, you're still sitting there defending him now. I saw all of your articles today where you all wrote all of the same little narrative that you write every time. I would hope that you would put just as much attention on the fact that that happened as you have on trying to assassinate my character over the last year. Thanks for your time.
Did something happen here a week ago, Jordan?
Someone has clearly just tried to kill Jordan Shanks. He's extremely upset. It's not something he can make a gag about, you know. And as he said, the list of suspects is considerable. It makes one ponder. But also, to give him due, give him some credit for the work he's done. for this extraordinary array of stories that he's brought against the most powerful people in New South Wales and some of its most powerful corporations. And also, he's also facing jail on a private criminal prosecution by Clubs New South Wales. This is out of control. This man is one of the best journalists in the state, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, he's got character faults that people like to point on, but no one has the record that he has for doing some hard-hitting journalism. And this is his payday. Someone's trying to kill him, and another corporation's trying to put him in jail. It's got to end, but all power to Jordan Shanks.
What happened here last week? Is this the second time he's been
It's the second time. It's the second time.
What happened last week?
There was an attempted...
Excuse me 1 second, folks. Let's just speak, gentlemen.
Well, that was not fun at all. Went home, and there is just an absolute pack of hyenas, the scrum, the sheer opportunistic interest in their eyes. No empathy whatsoever. Absolute scumbags. It's always the same pattern. If you're a member of the press, you are always an absolute unthinking goblin. And then I push my way past that scrum, which I do like because that is something that I've always wanted to do in my entire life, is just go past the press back being like, out of my way, you filthy vultures. And they did do the kind of like birds flapping away when they go past a wildebeest and they're like, ah, move past. And then I go and say to the cops, and I wish that I could have said it to the fireys, but they come up and ask me later, but I just wanted to say thanks to them because look at them. Stoic public servants getting paid absolutely nothing, getting their budgets cut all the time by this filthy government that those rodents protect, and then they're sitting there, seeing if I'm okay, telling me what the damage was, saying, is there anything you need? And then I said, yeah, just go tell the firefighters that I said thanks. They actually wanted something other than their little scoop. They wanted to see if a member of the public was okay. And I just got to say, I don't know, a big part of why we do what we do is honestly so that those guys get a better cut in life, because they clearly deserve it. It's just so wrong when this government's in power that all of the people that actually help out society get treated like dirt, while those get wined and dined with their fancy lunches, which is exactly why they protected John Barilaro for 10 years, because it gives me wine. We're just walking to the cop shop now to give a statement. And we're back from giving my police statement, which took hours. More than I expected. I expected it to be a few hours, not that many hours, and I am very glad for it. It means that the police are taking this very, very seriously. That's your tax dollars at work right there. They do a bang-up job. Thank you so much for doing it. They were extremely thorough. I think the reason it took longer is because at some point they said, quote, you ready for this? Do you have any enemies? To which I said, how long you got? And he said, all day. Which it actually did take all day. And then he said, yeah, my shift's about to end. I think that's enough. So that obviously is why this is getting recorded so long. In the meantime, however, there were so many people throughout my life that have obviously sent me a bunch of messages saying I hope that you're okay. I haven't gotten to any of those so far. Obviously the ones that note would be the Honourable Kevin Wright, the Honourable Michael Daly. Thank you so much for calling to see if I was alright. I do really appreciate that. It really does show you who's working for you in the public sector when you get these messages. The Firefighters Union, I don't know why you're thanking me. I should be thanking you. And I will take this opportunity to do so. So I do very much appreciate that, guys. It was truly heartwarming that you would say that, that you're giving a big note to me. There was so many people that I haven't obviously gone to because I was just in the cop shop the entire day. So thank you so much for that. And I would like to take this opportunity to say that I think we're gonna just tone back the videos for a bit. And by tone back, I mean, that's it for a while for obvious reasons. We'll get back to it at some point, but for now, Friendly Geordies is on an indefinite hiatus. Unless, of course, you're a patron. And no, I'm not trying to shill this, but at the same time, sort of. Yeah, no, look, honestly, if you can become a patron member, that does keep the lights on for anybody who was saying, how do we help? You have given us that massive legal fund from last year, and thank you so much for everybody who contributed to that. I know that I don't thank you enough for it because of how big it was. We are still using that to prosecute people from Christo's arrest, let alone what's probably going to have to be used now. Having said that, it does seem like, for once, your tax dollars are going to be helping out me. So that's a nice change of pace. That's probably what's going to happen there, so we don't need any more donations for that. However, if you wanted to become a Patreon member, that is what keeps the lights on and gets us to the point that somebody thought that the best option for them is to try and kill me in my sleep. And so if you want investigations that get these people out of the woodwork, Patreon is the best way to do that. And also, if you hate what I do, then obviously you should be supporting my Patreon as well, because it gets that intense. So thank you for that. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because obviously at some point we will be updating you with the latest, and it will not be for a while, so you better make sure that you do it now, just so you don't forget, because you will be hearing here first who done it. If I'm allowed to. I haven't checked that with lawyers yet, so I'm just backtracking that now, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, look, just subscribe. It's probably a nice thing for you to do. Thank you for your time.
And thanks to Clubs New South Wales for publishing your address in their court files, in their federal court files.
I forgot about that. See, this is
I don't think we can call them that.
Thank you. You know, you honourable human beings that are representing a fine industry that is all above board. Thank you for not only trying to arrest me because we interviewed somebody else that was the subject of your endless harassment, but also for putting my address on your court documents. That really helped me out.
So yeah, wasn't that insane, you guys? Like, holy cow. Like, that poor dude and his poor significant other, their house is gone. All because he wants to stand up and put people down when they're freaking putting others down. Like, stand up to the government and put down their BS. Like, and yeah, just like he said you see on the footage when they're trying to interview him, all the camera crews show up and he's all like, no, you guys, I'm not going to give you guys any good footage. All you guys have been doing this last year is trash talking me and making me look like shit. And now you want a good story from me? Screw off. And he turned around and walked away. I really like that he said that, he was really stoked about that. And then it was like, he's always wanted to, push through and step aside. And so, I thought that was pretty cool. I always thought that'd be dope as hell as well. So yeah, thanks for popping in and checking out the video. It's a pretty decisive one. I don't normally do this type of stuff, but it kind of freaked me out. I'm like, holy shit. Dude's house got burned down because of somebody's crazy shit. I'm going to be keeping watch over this, and I'm an avid follower of Friendly Jordy's, and hopefully in the next day or so he'll, be able to release, he's still talking to his lawyers, but be able to release what happened and who did it, so we can hopefully bring these people to justice, because this was definitely arson and not an accident. Thank you guys so much for checking in, and yeah, later. Like, share, subscribe, and my links and all that stuff are in the description. But I would be just as happy if you showed some support to Friendly Jordy's right now, because, yeah, he's essentially houseless at the moment. So, yeah, thank you. Love y'all. Bye.